Well, I think I figured this out in terms of getting things together. And today I have my co host, Beth, with me again. And we are going to once again dive into the past of Unpassive and, you know, a Christmas of yesteryear, so to speak. And what else? Oh, I was going to tell you, let's see, I was having technical difficulties. Not only was my second screen giving me problems, I was having problems getting the video that I'm going to share with you guys, getting that to come. I mean, just like everything just decided all at once to go kapooey. And so, yeah, that's why I ran a little bit late, but I thought today was a really good day to have the trash frame up. So I added that just because I just kind of feel like dealing with this, we're dealing with trash. And without further ado, let me go ahead and get Beth over here. Hello there, Queen of Karma. How are you?
Hello.
You having a good one?
I am. I'm having a good one.
I want you to know, as soon as you said hello, Salsa like hopped up, ears went up, and she's like staring over here. She's like, "What is going on? Is there a party?" And I'm
Hi,
like,
Salsa.
"Oh, she's trying to get under the blanket. Come here, baby. Here, let me make that possible for you." It was all wadded up. It was folded, actually. You know, goodness, I actually folded. I shouldn't do that, right? I should just leave it as a wad. And I don't like this background right now. I'm trying to get to it to change it. You know, what can I say? I'm never like satisfied. Let's see if we can put this. Oh,
All
I knew
right. I
it.
like it. It's Christmas.
No, on me it's okay, but the other one, I wasn't enjoying that. So
The
I went ahead.
trash.
Well, the trash I like, but behind that it had like the little hearts and stuff going. So I wanted to take that off. But yeah, I decided to put a little Christmas something up here because I still can't get rid of that other thing. And it, I looked it up and it says choose like basically no background. I'm like, yeah, I have, and I still have something up. So I don't
Yeah.
know. So I've given up right now. But anyway, let's see.
I still don't know how to use this restream thing.
You
I find it really confusing.
Yes, I mean, obviously I do too. That's why I'm like fumbling around like a moron as throughout it. However, I make it fun. I will laugh at myself. There's plenty to laugh at. Hello
Oh,
there.
it's interesting. It's an interesting time.
That's one way to look at it. I'm trying to see who is here. Joe is here. Thank you, Joe, for being here. CD, hello. And Violet, good to see you, sweet goth. So nice for you to be here as well. And there's Nani. Hello. Your dog is watching intensely. He's a cuddle.
Very cute dog. Nani
You're,
sends me pictures of the dog. It's very adorable.
aw, that's so sweet. I have Chalupa
Very
is
cute
laying
dog.
next to me, and Salsa just made her a little nest in the fluffy blanket. So she's.
I love dogs. I'm allergic to cats. So I can't have cats. I can't be around cats. So
The dogs are okay. I'm getting a little bit of feedback or crackling or something on your audio.
is it?
I don't know if anybody else is hearing that or not, but I know I am. I don't know if there's something I can do on my settings or not. But it's like some kind of staticky thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I know this system so well. Not. Let's see.
It is still crackly?
Um,
Let me check my mic.
yeah, it is. It is.
Weird.
I'll take that off. Yeah, I'm hearing something, and I'm not sure exactly if there's something I can do on my end or not.
Probably not. It's probably me. I'm gonna double check.
There, it went away. It went away. I don't know what you did, but it went away. Oh, it's back.
Oh my. Okay, I'll try and figure that out.
Okay.
I get some money.
And Violet is like, it's not too terrible. Okay, Nani is also like, yeah, crackly, and Violet's like a little bit scratchy and stuff. It says, I'm part of the furniture at this point. Oh my gosh, yeah, me too. Especially Salsa. Salsa loves to lay like on top of my chest. Now I'm hearing an echo of myself.
Oh, I don't hear an echo.
And I'm like watching TV or something. I mean, Salsa just wants to be like, up here. And after a while, it's like I don't want to disturb her, but at the same time, I'm like, I got to pee, or I need something to drink, or I need to move. And I feel so guilty making her get up, both of them. If I have to move them, I always feel so guilty. It's like, you look so comfortable. And Chalupa, he really kind of gives me attitude these days because he's up there in years, so he's kind of like a little bit old man.
Oh yeah.
So he always kind of is getting like kind of snotty about it. But he's kind of. Yeah, I'm still hearing. I'm hearing real bad feedback. Yeah, myself.
I don't know what that was. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Well, we'll deal with it for now, I guess. I mean, like I said, I don't know if there's anything I can do. It sounds like it's on your end. I'm looking at my sound.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody have any ideas? Sweet Gossip asks if both streams are open anywhere. It might be that. I only have it open once on my laptop.
Yeah, same. I only have it open on here.
So I'm not sure. Not sure. Let me see if I move that down a little bit. See, now say something.
Hello?
Okay, I lowered the output volume, but then you got real low.
It's the Canadian internet.
Okay, say something again.
Hello?
Okay, it's about the same. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying here.
Same, I'm trying to fix it too. I'm sorry, guys. I can try leaving and coming back in.
Oh, you can try that. Or do you have like headphones or anything with a mic and stuff? Are you using?
No, I don't. But I can try to do it on the Chrome. It might be my other browser messing up.
Yeah, try that. Try that.
So I'll be back.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just want to grab the link and then I will get right back.
Okay.
Should be able to just go on it.
We will get it together. And that got Chalupa's attention too for some reason. He popped right on up. Right on up. Natural Nev, it's good to see you. You think we need ONET. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Hey there, Chris. How are you? And I'm all alone now. I feel so lonely. I'll bring Chalupa up here. You guys can say hi to Chalupa. Here he is. Here's my little man. My little cranky old man. Yeah, he doesn't want to be up here much longer. He's like, forget it, Mom. Put me down. Put me down. He's my sweet boy. You guys better take Marty's course on Academy. Yeah, we'll be. Let me tell you, we're just going to do that real quick. Yeah, we're definitely down for that. Not. That's also something kind of interesting because I remember him talking a lot about, you can create any course that you want on, something that you're proficient at, blah, blah, blah. That hasn't happened because why? Oh, gee, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Wow. Imagine. You're right, Joe. He is a big baby. And as Al say, it is Loopy. That is my chalupa. Yes. And thank you for the yay puppy, Magical Nev. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's mama's boy. He's definitely mama's boy. Long way home. Thank you so much for saying hi to Chalupa. He appreciates that. Very much so. So yeah, I'm going to wait until Beth is here before we start this, shindig. And I have it just basically kind of pulled over to where just about where Ash started to appeared on it. And this is from 2022. So I can at least bring that up so I can share my screen and have it here. And what we can do is test, can you hear it? That's that fun game of, can you hear it? We can do that because I may have to move things around. Okay. Just got a message from Beth, so she's going to be back in just a sec. And I need to move that. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need to take this frame off because now I can't get to the video thing. I want no overlay. How do I remove it now? Always fun. So if I click that, will that go take it off? No. Oh, I know, but it's like I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong screen to start. So let's play. Can you hear it? And you guys let me know in the chat if are able to hear it. Hey, Salami, how are you? How are you? Let me know if you can hear it. I think that was Morlock talking about the possibility of something. So let me know in chat if you were able to hear that. Or if I need to, play the game of let's flip things around and do a jig and the hokey pokey and all that. Oh, well, I guess my face is being covered up by the trash over here from the overlay too. Oh, I mean, so many fun things to discover. And maybe I'll discover how to remove the overlay during this because I was trying to do that. And obviously I was not yet successful. But, we can work on that. Was anybody able to hear the sound when I played that? Nothing. Okay. Thank you, Joe. All right. Let's try it again. And let's see. Need to stop sharing. She is back. Okay. Let me bring her on. All right. Beth, we are playing that famous game. Can you hear it?
Can you hear me? Does it sound better?
No, it still sounds crappy.
I don't know. I'm trying to also update stuff and see if any of that helps, but I don't think so.
Well, if we have to deal, we'll deal. There's worse things in life.
There is.
So, I'm not going to sweat it. All right. So now I'm trying to share my screen.
In a second. My lighting's being silly. I don't know why. Nothing wants to work for us today.
Nope. Hey,
We're having one of those days. We're having one of those days where nothing is working. And we're all going insane.
Beth, hush up so we can see if they can hear this.
Okay.
Okay. Morlock was talking. Was anybody able to hear Morlock?
No.
You didn't hear anything?
I didn't hear either, no.
Crap. Okay, well, let me...
Darn.
You didn't hear anything? You're not hearing this?
No.
No.
No, it's mute.
Bloody hell. That's all I can say. Well, let me try this. May have to.
Weird.
Yeah, we are just having technical difficulties today.
It's a fun day. Rip.
I mean,
Fun
and I
day.
say there's worse things in life. Okay, so I'm going
There
to
it is.
drag this over a lot. Hang on. That needs to
I'm blind.
go away. Okay. Yeah, I'm still hearing the static. Okay, so now if I...
It might be my computer fan going. I don't know.
Right now,
be in a space where like people like Julie, you can share
We're good.
your
can you hear that?
open heart and share your feelings about things. Like, where else can you do that? But
Were you able to hear that? Anyone? Beth, did you hear it?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
I can't see you though because the trash is covering you.
I know. I'm going to have to. I'm trying to figure out that too.
And I was like, oh no.
I've still got to move this up because Ash does not appear until around 144. So there he is. Okay. All right. I will be.
I'm checking, Chris.
I'll be messing around seeing if I can get rid of the trash that's like covering me up. And maybe there's, a different setup that I can put us in. Let's see if we're here. Okay, now we look weird like that. Maybe this one. And add the screen here. Yep, that doesn't work because then that's funky looking too. That's just them. We're too big. Let me just go down. Maybe this one. So there we are. Okay, hey, I got it. And look, there's no overlay. I don't know what I did, but hey, I fixed.
Did it?
Do not ask me to replicate that because I'll be like, I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
It just worked. That's all there is. It just finally worked. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start the party here.
I feel like
I will say the other day, I think it was Joe sent me or Chris sent me. One of you guys sent me a Morlock video, which absolutely horrified me watching it. And I may have to dig that up and we can look at that too because it was just like, can I punch you somewhere? It was just so weird. But
Wow.
I digress.
Chris Johnson being blocked, but there's not enough I can say about him. So let's just let him talk. Ladies and gentlemen, our CEO and founder, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Hey, Ash, come on down.
Chris Johnson, take it away.
We hear enough of Chris, Ash.
How you doing, everyone?
Good.
Fantastic. I hope you are having an amazing day so far. The night is young. And we had a very powerful day, very productive day at ONPASSIVE. I hope yours as well. I wish you Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, please.
And Eric, I know you love us all, but who's your favorite? You don't have to answer that. This has been a week.
I'm sorry, CD wants to know when this is from. This is from 2022, around December 22nd, 2022.
We're off to a great
Right?
start.
I thought so. And this week is going to be even more incredible this coming week. What do we talk about? You're talking about unpassive, you're talking about Christmas, the journey, the family, all of that. All that matters. What I reflect today is you probably don't know. Most of you probably came after this date 5 years ago, December 24th, 2018, when we actually went online for Go Founders, not O Founders. That was Christmas Eve when finally we got the website and the merchant up and running at that time. So it's the online anniversary of Unpassive. What people reference to July or June 2018, like earlier in the summer, that was more like the announcement. That was the invitation. But we actually went online 5 years ago. Sounds like a blink.
No,
This is how I feel. I feel we're just about to start. We've learned a lot. We did this to have escape and part away from all the corruption and all the nonsense in the market. But sadly, we found a bunch of them following us to our own home. That took a little bit extra effort to maintain that damage caused by those messed up brains in the last couple of years.
what?
It escalated as we grew, obviously, and we had a perfect plan for Unpassive before we started, and we said, boy, people are just going to lose their mind, like this is not going to take time. But as soon as we became noticeable and things start kicking, we realized, oops, we did not plan that negative and negativity will be in our backyard. But we wanted to divorce that evil and just have a good life, good business, good community. So we had to up.
Why is he always talking about evil somewhere? Like everything is coming after him, and trying to prevent him from doing something. Like there are these external forces against him or something is really odd. I mean, do you find it odd? I'm not hearing you at all, Beth. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear a thing.
Now you can't
No.
hear me?
Now I can. Now I can.
Lord. I don't know what's going on. No, I was saying like he's all about the us versus them mentality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's almost like he has to make everyone else look super evil because he's evil, but he's trying to look good.
And yet he's not.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Chris is like, there are the blue faces. If they only knew their fate.
Right.
Yeah, they went away.
Upgrade our practical, logical thinking in a way that you still got to consider the wrongdoing
Oh, good. Did I
in your
fix
own
it?
business, even if you
Yeah,
thought
you did.
it will be different and you want to do something clean, something ethical, something that has total transparency and integrity. Come on, you're doing this for the people. They should be but they are not. Or there's so many not cute people. They're not three.
Not
They're
cute.
more than three.
Yeah, that was weird. I
It's a
don't know
large
what that
number.
was.
So that was shocking. I
You're
thought I
shocked.
was naive. At some point, man, I heard some ugly stuff about that guy, Ash Mufareh. I said, man, this guy should be executed, not just go to prison. What a criminal. And
Yeah.
it is a shame that it sometimes, makes you doubt your own self or like your own principles. Like, really, I'm doing this to fix your life, and in return, I get this in return. So this is really what came up to my mind, reflecting on the 5 years. If it wasn't for the messed up guys, we would be in a different position. That's what I would say today.
Oh my gosh.
However, I'm
You
thankful
are
that
the
came
messed
out
up guy.
before.
Oh my gosh. We'd be in a different position if it wasn't for, these people who are coming at us. Wow.
It's like he blames the merchant and he blames the SEC, right? And his employees and the tech team. But it's like, okay, but sir, if you didn't break the laws and you did what you were supposed to do and paid your bills and paid people, everything would have been fine. Like, there wouldn't have been any problems.
You created it all.
They're all him.
But, we can't do that. So annoying.
Detaching is insane, isn't it?
It is. It's very uncomfortable. Because for me, I'm like, how can you actually do that? And for so long.
Yeah, like it literally the whole time.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not even a lack of self-awareness. It's like beyond that.
It's no awareness.
Yeah. It's just none. He's like those crazy people that keep screwing me over in the meantime. He's his worst enemy. The whole time, like it's him.
Going on to the next level. So all is good.
Level.
I don't regret anything. If you're talking about doing things differently, yes. But logically speaking, I would start all over again. And I have even more energy, more stamina, more determination now than ever. I wasn't quite confident back then, maybe. Yeah, I had confidence that I can pull this up, the dream back then. But remember, the dream compounded. We got more dreams and we've attracted some beautiful minds, including yourself. And we thought now it's going to be a real show. Okay. But have it in mind how to deal with the negative evil that's among us. So it's a big lesson.
Don't look in the mirror anymore.
Right?
If you tell me, all right, there's nothing exists that called ONPASSIVE, and it's not even allowed anywhere. What would you do? Today is December 23. What would you do? I will pursue the same vision we've had before, but now it's much bigger, much stronger, with a lot more experience, with a ton of more determination.
I don't feel like it is, even today.
Ron Halbert, I think I should mention you. It's
He
your
doesn't
show.
learn.
You're one of my favorite good cups, I guess. I don't know. I attract cups, by the way. I don't know if I'll get in trouble in this, but
Oh gosh. Okay. This is when the little snaky thing was working with an O Connect and how all the little squares would move all over the place. It's like, it's so annoying.
And we all just sit here watching it go
Yeah.
around the whole time. Every single one of us just sit there watching it. People miss it now. They'll be like, I miss the snake. Bring it back.
It gave us something to do.
Well, I mean, feels more productive than listening to Ash, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it's like we're a lot of cats, like, with the light, how you can do that to cats.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're all the cats.
Right? That's what we were doing. So we're just sitting here doing that again now.
Yep. We can't help it.
Just round and around, just like on passive excuses, round and around.
They like us so much for some reason. And I think they know body language. They know, they're trained to know if you're genuine and all of that,
They
even
are
on
the
the
people
phone or in
that
person.
train the body language.
One deputy, one officer takes us for a ride in his police car. So I don't know if this is legal, but I'm sorry. They do like us, and
This is weird.
my
Who
kids
is
are
they that who's
inspired
liking
by,
you? What are you saying?
as probably
This
most
is
kids,
weird.
they look up to a hero, law
Like some
enforcement,
random
or
cop story about doing a
firefighters as well.
drive with a cop.
I mean, it didn't age well because it's like, well, we don't know who you're talking about, and we know nothing.
He just like goes into random stories and like no, his stories are never beginning, middle, conflict, resolution, end. Like how stories are supposed to run. So it will just be like something random. Like the one day his story was about how his dad died from being shot in a store. But like the way that he told the story was like choppy and it had nothing to do with anything he was talking about. So it's like just this random story like, oh, Ron, good to see you. You used to be a cop. This one time, I went driving with a cop. Cops really like me. I keep breaking the law. But he seemed to really like me, so we did a driving. It was really cool. And then you're like,
Okay.
why? Like, why are you telling us about this right now? And then it has nothing to do with anything else for the rest of the stream. You'll never hear about this story again. This cop will cease to exist.
Now, can you imagine being at a party and Ash is there talking? It's like, and then you're stuck with him, and like he keeps talking about, like rambling about from one thing to another, and you're
I had a friend like that.
Do what?
I had a friend when I was like early 20s that was like that back in my partying days.
Yeah.
And he used to like we would all be drinking at a house party and he would like get up in front of all of us and stand up at the front of the room. And then he would like just tell stories for like 4 hours straight. It would be like he was doing a stand-up comedy routine. And it reminds me of Ash. It really does. Because it would be like one story, then another story, then another. None of them had anything to do with each other. It was just like
no
random
continuity
stories. And so we'd all be sitting there just like sipping our drinks, just like, dude, what is he talking about? And then like afterwards, he would always leave. He would be like, all right, guys, well, thanks for partying. Take care. And he would leave. And then we would all be like, well, that was fucking weird. Like, what the fuck was that? And that's what Ash reminds me of. Every time he goes on these rants, I think of that person. I'm like, this is just like that guy at those parties that used to show up and do a stand-up and then walk out. And we'd all just be like, that was fucking strange. We have no clue what that guy was talking about. Did you know any of them? No, I grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone. So half these stories would have like made up people. And you'd be like,
watch Ash in court if he talks like this there too. Well, what I'm hoping to do is actually go there, and be like,
I'm wondering.
Take notes during the day, and then afterwards, because I can't take a camera in there and be like, hey guys, this is what's going on.
No, they won't let you.
Afterwards, give you guys a summary, kind of like a news reporter, even though I'm not a news reporter, but I mean, like on day one, kind of
Would
that.
they like ask him to speak though?
Well, I mean, it depends on if he is going to testify, which I mean, if I was his legal team, I would never put him on.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
I was thinking his legal team told him not to come out and talk to anyone on live streams, and that's why we haven't seen him for the last couple months, because there's no other reason why he's been gone. And like, he didn't really listen, did he? Because he had to come out on Christmas to get his praise. So I'm kind of like, damn, I hope Ash actually does listen, because that will be helpful for us in the SEC, but not in his best interest, that's for sure.
I suspect that he's been busy on something. I don't think it's, the illegal, because I don't think he would listen to them, because think about how long he kept showing up and kept showing up and kept showing up. I think the only reason he's not showing up is that there's something going on that he hasn't even mentioned to anyone.
He did lose a family member a little bit before he disappeared. So there was allegedly a death in his family.
Okay.
So he was probably dealing with some of that for a bit. But I've also heard that he might be starting a new venture.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, if that's what his energies would go into something else.
Well, he just did a whole speech about how he kind of thought maybe he could do that. And I was sitting here the whole time kind of going, is that what you're doing right now? Because it would work.
But would it?
I honestly do think that Ash, like, legally, no. Like, the SEC would probably jump on that too and be like, excuse me, sir, we don't think so. But if he decided to rebrand and start a new company up, I think this man could honestly come out here right now and announce, like, I want you guys to all come and join Oh Shit with me. And all these people would actually go and join.
Yeah. And I think that if it was a nominal fee, I think they would get it.
They can't wait to pay for O Connect again.
So they just want to throw money at him.
It's ridiculous. It's like, they're like, when is it coming back? And I'm like, you realize when it shows up again, though, like, you're going to have to pay. And they're like, we don't care. We just really want it. Like, okay. So like, they would follow him.
Well, they're good little cult members.
And he could probably make another $108 million to pocket. He could technically just do this for the rest of his life.
Hey,
every few years, just do a new company.
Monhun says there's hundreds of deaths a day in Ash's real family, his OP family. Chris and Marty lives have turned into small town newspaper obit pages. Oh my God.
Yeah, with the happy birthday section. Like, no, half of their webinars now are just Chris going, and we need to pray for this person. Their family member is passing away. And we need to pray for Ash. And then also this other person who's sick. And you're like, oh my God. No one's going to make it.
Well, I mean, if you have nothing else to talk about, there you go. Hey, I'm going to hit play again.
They're not impressed by their dad and how weak he is. They have to look up to somebody more powerful. And so we have that. Not a while ago, we were in a train.
You were on a train?
Something in the car
that's
we
where I
were
was
in.
going too. Like, really?
An unknown stranger walked to me.
You guys were doing more traveling than time travel.
Wait, hang on.
Introduced
an unknown stranger, because usually most strangers you know. What are the way he says things? I'm just like, an unknown stranger.
That's just like truthful facts.
Wow.
He says truthful facts a lot.
Wow.
Like, those truthful facts.
Hey, Mark. Mark says, I honestly have no clue what Ash is trying to say most of the time. Either he's a genius and it's just me who doesn't understand, or he's a complete imbecile.
So you got to start questioning yourself sometimes, right?
Yeah, but all of us are going like, we don't understand what the hell is he saying.
But then all these people are sitting there like, yeah. Oh my God, that was so empowering. That was so powerful. And after a while, you're like, wait, is it me? Am I the problem?
It's like, okay.
Then you're like, oh no, wait, they're in a cult. Never mind.
Yeah. Did you like hear something that I didn't? I mean,
I'm constantly wondering that. I'm like, wait, what did you guys hear?
Oh yeah, okay, with Sweet Goth and the group that she kind of goes after. I've been with this guy Ben since 2013.
The Live Good group.
Yeah, it's like, Chris is like, I'm leaning towards complete imbecile.
Yeah, I don't think it's you, Mark.
Yeah,
it's definitely not you. Although, do you know what? The fact that you question that actually makes you normal. They don't question that.
No,
they don't question anything.
They just are like,
The fact that you're questioning things just goes to show you that you're doing all right.
Okay, let's play it some more and see if we notice. Let's just see if there's anything that makes sense. And I don't have high hopes.
Himself and he said, "Hi, Ash." I said, "What?" He overheard me talking to someone else, and my family were with me, and he said, "You probably didn't know you, but I kind of been watching you for, I don't know, maybe 1 hour or so." It was a long trip, and apparently he's an officer in El Paso, Texas. Incredible man, and he hugged me. I mean, I don't know if I will say this, but he kissed me on the cheek, of course. Okay, that was inspiring. I said, listen, this has been going on in my life for a while. You need to tell me what got you to me. He said, well, I think he's been in the enforcement 25 years or so, or 30 maybe. He said, we know people. We need that. He said, you and your son, I overheard you. You were talking, you're analyzing a few things and you're thinking how to improve them. Average people don't have that mentality. They just either complain about what's happening or they just cope with it, or they take it for granted. But you were talking to your son as, how could this be done better? Or if
What are we talking about?
I'm dying. I'm almost crying. I'm laughing so hard because, like, I have no clue what this story is. He's like, someone stopped me in public, some unknown stranger, and they kissed me on the cheek. And then they were like, I heard you talking to your son. And it was so amazing. And I'm like, wait, what?
And where did they hear you? What were you doing?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Why are you telling us this?
He's like, he kissed me on the cheek, no homo.
So odd.
Like the way he said it, he was like, guys, he kissed me on the cheek. Like,
Little Miss
they do that in Europe. They'll kiss you on each cheek when you say hello. Even if you're a man, woman, none of that shit matters there.
Little Miss Lulu says, I'll take that. Didn't happen for 500, Alex. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Sitting on the same bus.
The weirdest
going down the same street. You know? Wow. Alves is like, this was the high point of Scam Passive. They had a semi-working O-Connect and people still believe they would get their payouts shortly.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
And we're still telling bullshit stories about kisses at the grocery store.
Yeah. Odd. Sweet God says his rants are worse than mine. Well, girl, I mean, I know yours makes sense, you know. You're talking about Benny Boo
I could
Boo.
follow yours.
Yeah. But this, I mean, it's like even if I had a pint of whiskey and I took a shot every 5 seconds, I would not have a clue going.
I'm always on weed, but I promise you that has nothing to do with why I don't understand what he's saying.
Oh, I know it doesn't.
Okay, I'm still like I don't know this story. Like, and
I'm
what
on
the
pain
point of
meds,
this is.
so you know, between the two of us, we're on stuff. So Violet's like, people think Michael from The Office is an exaggerated character, and how can an idiot like that run a branch? Imagine how they would laugh if they saw this, or maybe that might just be confused.
Also, talk to anyone that has worked in sales, and they will tell you that The Office is the most honest depiction of a sales workplace that you will ever come across on television. And a lot of the CEOs are like Michael. That's why.
Mohan says Ash thought he was in El Paso, Texas with a cop, but he really was at Taco Bell drive-thru, pouring his heart out to the order taker.
Like, sir, this is a Taco Bell.
And maybe he's the one that hugged someone. I mean, I don't know. Wow. And so
This
God is grateful that, you know, somebody knows what she's saying. We got you, girl. We got you. Joe says, I have to go back to a case of beer a day to understand Ash.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Maybe we're all too sober for this.
Maybe. Yeah, we all need to take whatever it is that we're on, you know?
We need to be on more things to understand. That's the problem here.
If we could add this or simplify, and you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking for the betterment of others. So I just loved it. Talk to me more. I love attention. I've never got any compliment. So that was about a cup lately. So I think we have a good attraction for policemen, and with Ron Halbert, there was no exception. I talked to him, and I was explaining something to him first when we met on the phone, and he said, "You don't have to tell me. I know." And that gave me even a bigger boost from someone who's professional, who's an expert on reading energy and uh, intention. So him giving us the okay with his background, him understanding our intention and blessing our direction and our journey, it is a quite add-on to what we have. It's no difference than when OTEC team or the OTEC pros, including Collins Mana here, who we would love to have him on the next event. It's not going to be in Boston. It was too cold. And we we really got an incredible boost, not just for the doubters uh, and those people who are skeptical, but also to ourselves, because it means more from somebody who understand the concept, they understand the mechanics of things. So from professionals in the IT sectors, when they give you this,
People understand the mechanics of things? Mechanics at this what?
I'm still lost on the mechanics of us being in the cop car, then the train, then the grocery store.
I'm just confused.
And now we've come to this somehow.
And we don't know why.
And I'm
We
like,
don't know how they connect.
Nothing connects.
You know, it's so disjointed.
But I don't even think he knows what he's talking about anymore. He's just coming up with buzzwords now. He's like, and then, the mechanics. Yeah, that sounds like something a CEO would be talking about.
Well, I think I go back to what you were talking about, like Hannah, how she was like playing like she's teacher in school, and like they're just like talking about stuff, and they have no idea what they're talking about, teaching
Right.
science or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. It's very much like this is a bunch of hooey. It's like, well, this what? I don't know. It makes no
like he's
sense.
playing pretend CEO.
Yeah.
And they're all playing along with him. And then he just like rambles on about nothing. And they're like, wow, sir, that's really great. I'll take notes. And they're like,
oh my gosh. And when there were the recaps, the written recaps of stuff that people could go, oh my, I don't know how the people who put those together managed to do that. Because I'd be like, well, what happened? Why? Like, huh?
They never last long either. Someone will put it together for like a couple months, and then somebody else usually has to come step in. And I'm always kind of like, yeah, it'd get really confusing trying to keep up with what this man is saying every time.
Yeah, it is.
Testimonial, it is more meaningful, with all the respect to everyone else, just on the surface. But this is based on knowledge. That's what I said on Passive 360 or 3,600 the other day.
What?
With Susie. I know
360, 3,600. What? I'm sorry. That's really funny to me.
That's not
and
what
I love.
360
I know
is.
and love. Okay, the knowing part, it is important. We don't want just emotional connection.
Also,
and
I
no
hate this
basis to
layout
that.
he
I
has.
love the fact that
Yeah.
the OTEC pros got the vision, and they understood, and they were able to break it down to the rest of the community. Perhaps
Can
when
we pause
somebody
for a
like
second? I know you're
Mr.
going to
Ron
hate me.
Hulbert explained.
The OTEC pros drives me insane existing as a thing, and especially when Ash says things like this, like as if they're endorsed by ONPASSIVE, which technically they kind of are, right? Just like how Marty and Chris are kind of like the spokespeople, the faces of ONPASSIVE, and Ash has endorsed them as such. So they've just kind of become that. Because like it would be one thing if they were the technicians working on these products. But the OTEC pros is just like Collins and Oliver and those people. And none of them are actually working on the fucking ONPASSIVE products.
Yeah.
So there's no point to it ever. It's the exact same thing as these guys all getting together and just dreaming together about how they'll save humanity, but it's the technology version of that, where it's a bunch of people just getting together and dreaming about what the technology could be here, but none of them are actually working on it. None of them know anything that's going on behind the scenes. And so it's another like nothing burger stream of like, what are we doing here? If Ash had an OTEC pros and it was actually the technicians working on the stuff and they were actually appearing in like a corporate setting, let's say, to give real updates, we would all be very happy with that. We would be like, that is okay to do. That's an okay OTEC pro. That makes sense. But if that's
transparent.
not right, but it's like just so stupid to me that it exists and that's not what it is, and it drives me crazy because they're still doing these OTEC pros. This is one of the longest ongoing webinars that they've had at ONPASSIVE. Is this stupid OTEC pros? It's been going for years. And again, it's just, it drives me nuts. Like, get some of the damn real technicians on there.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Because I don't think there is any right now, you know? At this time, there apparently was, though. So it's like, why aren't they on?
Hello, Chuck. And Chuck Chase's The Fact says layout should be a pyramid. That would have been funny if it just automatically did that. That would be hilarious. You
See,
know?
like Chris says, Collins and Oliver talk about how their real companies do IT. They don't factor in how bad Ash will jake it up.
Right.
And it's like, okay, but that's what the hell is the point of that?
Yeah.
Because if you're not going to talk about how Ash should be copying your company in how they do things, and you're never going to bring up constructive criticism, again, there's no point to any of that.
Yeah. What the protocol is in real life at a real company, their processes, their SOPs, something. So Monahan says, recap thus far. Ash has a law enforcement fetish. Ash wires are crossed. O-Connect backgrounds work well. Green screens behind everyone, but backgrounds. Ash is great. Ash is God.
And I hate this layout, how it has the squares and there's like space. I don't like it.
Yeah, it bugs me. It bugs me too. It does. Bugs me.
Looks like hopscotch.
Yeah. It does.
To us, or he has a good feeling about us and the company, it is refreshing. We're thankful, we're grateful, and it gives us that
Are you?
not only affirmation, but it's a validation also that we're on the right track.
From
If these people are seeing something, then we're in good, shape, and we're in the right direction. I know we're not going to speak technical today, but I just
Ash, you speak on anything you want. If you want to go technical, we'll listen.
Oh, Lord.
okay.
I was like, even he's like,
No, I mean, in general, I believe we just spoke too soon for some of the accomplishments. Then we revised our production. I just
eating the
believe that
dogs.
we have to be careful because timing is important, and we don't want anybody to put more blockers on the way. So let us just bring it up, okay? I think we are so thankful that we went through this in the early stages. I have no doubt.
Why are we always thankful that
3
we
years
went
in.
through whatever? Because do you ever actually learn
It's the
anything?
weird
And
thing.
does it make it better?
It's
I don't
like they're
understand.
like all these hardships. It's so weird. We have to go through the struggle to get the triumph, and it's like you kind of don't though.
It's kind of
Does
not.
that take away the whole point of the MLM thing?
That's not how, like, most companies go, and they don't go around saying these things. But you go, you go, you.
About the future and the near future. It is going to be beyond bright.
Wait a minute.
We're
Ash,
going to die doing this. That's
the future, the near future, and here we are years later, and the lights are not on. And that's
How near?
It's like, so the future, which we're now in, since this was 2022, we're now in the future. Yeah, people are still waiting. That's all it is.
Every year, man. Every Christmas, it's coming in the new year.
Oh my gosh. And how much time do you need? It's like, just like at least 6 years.
It's like 30 years to get the first product out.
So long as these poor founders have been through hell and back. Yeah, I mean, and they don't even know it, which is something that bothers me. They don't even.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
It's all
Just
going to be done for
constantly
you.
up and
You're
down
the
and up and
struggling.
down.
Yeah, the struggling is done for you.
Yeah. Ash sacrificed with his family to struggle so he could pocket $108 million.
And then some.
That's the only thing we will do
Yeah, at least. That's the minimal.
Yeah.
at any cost. No matter where we go, how far we have to go, we are going to do it or die. I do thank you for doing this. We should definitely be more active this coming year. And I thank for all those who give you the support and come and, stop. Friday night is not the best time in general, typically, to have things are business related, I would say. But since it's not so businessy and people feel like it's home, it's family, um, it matters. It's
Okay.
beyond business. I feel it is a good place to come and chat with the loved one, as Gina Leva didn't say, but essentially she said, "I'd rather to be here than other people." I know who are the other people she's talking about. She's not talking about me. She's talking about somebody closer biologically.
That's
But
weird.
Everything he says is
I
real.
feel the same. You're not the exception. We definitely find a good home here with the Unpassive
Businessy.
family. I love it. I love it. We are so fortunate.
They're like, is he done?
Well, I'm
All
looking
right,
at
back
their
to you.
expressions, and they're kind of like, um, okay,
Do we clap now?
not sure what's going on. And because they all just have this blank look on their faces, especially the
I
guy
mean,
in the
look,
lower left.
I'm sure you never know when this man's actually done his speech. Because, like, most of the time when people come out and speak, like, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then when they're done talking, like, right? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, it's the end. Good job. Thank you very much. I'm sure that these guys are just constantly like, wait, is he done?
Well,
Oh, no, he's still going.
the
Oh,
CEO
is he done
usually
now?
has talking points, and there's something on the screen that goes with the talking points. So you don't have to fucking guess and go like, well, does this connect? I mean, what are you, it's usually there's a logical sequence of things. We don't have that.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
Yes, it's just all completely random. And then he pauses so many times too. So you never know. Is this just a long pause? Is he done?
We never know because you think he is, and he starts talking again.
Right.
My gosh.
Yeah, they don't
So
look
you are
like
right. You are right.
sight.
For a CEO, hey, doesn't articulate very well. Nope. Nope. Oh gosh. Oh, Monhun, why'd you have to say this? Ash wants to kiss marshmallows.
Kissing marshmallows.
Oh, that expression is so cringe. So cringe.
He said it so many times too. I still don't know what it means.
To this day, says Joe, I still don't understand the attraction of Ash for these people, Chuck. I mean, same.
Chuck has a channel. We do flat earth streams together, and Joe mods for him.
Oh, okay. I
Just
mean,
so you know. So, but he also watches our unpassive stuff. He's very, very interested in whatever this is.
the weirdness of it, because it is very weird. And
Yeah, he's always like, what's going on with that crazy scam you're covering with the CEO talks for like 5 hours
about nothing.
about nothing. Makes no sense.
But yet it's coming. It's
Yeah,
coming.
every year.
Get ready. It's coming.
Right? It's like,
Yeah, I'm prepping now. Okay.
every Christmas too. It's always in the new year. It's going to be popping in the new year.
Yeah.
You're right. Nev says kissing marshmallows is still better than talking about ugly babies.
Yes. Yes.
I-
Or talking about the color of people's skin,
Yeah,
or
like that one time where he was like, "Are you the
the darkest.
whitest or darkest person in your
Yeah.
country?" And we were all like, "The fuck
Horrified.
kind of question?"
Or things being sexualized all the time, which is
Well, did you see my video the other day where Marty and Chris go on about how they don't hate other countries?
no, I didn't.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting rant. They're like, we have friends in all the other countries, so we don't hate the other countries that aren't as good as ours, basically.
But that makes no sense.
Yeah, you're just like, okay,
Good for you.
that's nice. It's a lot like I have a black friend, so I'm not racist, but okay, you do
gosh.
you.
The guy in the lower left is Casey Zevenbergen, who passed away in September. That is, yeah, I remember that he passed away. And that's,
Yeah, that was actually a hard one.
yeah, that's really sad. I mean,
because he was on a lot of them.
yeah. And also with how Marty always made a big deal of his last name and everything. And it's so many people have passed away that have belonged to this. And it's really
They
heartbreaking.
lose at least 3 or 4 people a year that are like really active.
Joe says, I was Chuck's first non-family friend sub. Wow. Wow.
Joe's been on here for too long.
Right.
You're not done, are you?
Liz O? Yeah, what do you expect?
Oh, I'll tell you, you got to be the busiest person in the world. And I love you, brother.
I just got some hot.
Oh gosh. Okay, so when you have nothing to say, you're really busy, and I love you. I mean, we're just going to fill a space with that.
I guess.
Tea with caffeine, so the night is young. Yeah.
Hey, you're an inspiration to all of us, and
How?
Thank you.
I appreciate the kind words that you said.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You're a good cop,
I
Ron.
still don't know what they
Thanks.
were.
When I first met you, or first heard about you, I did my cop due diligence about you.
Oh, if you did your, well, you didn't do your due diligence, you do diligence. I don't know what the hell you just said, but
It's a lot.
but apparently whatever it is that you did,
You did it wrong.
yeah, that's what I'm going to. Is like, and if you had access to other tools, because cops do have access to other.
Chuck
ways.
used to be a cop.
Oh yeah.
Chuck used to be a cop, and I've talked to Chuck about cop things before, and you are supposed to have some kind of like red flag pop up when something like this presents itself.
Yeah.
That you would expect Ron to have, that is obviously lacking, because he says this all the time, and he'll use the fact he was a cop at one point to legitimize this.
Yeah.
Like, because of my cop spidey senses, I assure you this is not a scam. And it's like, no, sir. Don't be doing that. Don't do that. Maybe that's why you're not a cop anymore, Ron.
I have a feeling it wasn't that great of one or something, but it's like, if you actually were talented and used everything correctly, you would surely see a lot more than what we have found. And you'd be like, okay, I need to like report this shit, and I need to run away.
You wouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
You for sure wouldn't be like, I'm going to join this.
Yeah, but that's what we get with, Ron instead. So that kind of makes me question his integrity and his ability to perform the duties as a cop.
Right?
And the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
And when I spoke with you and saw you and so on, it just confirmed that you were the real thing. My experience told me that. My gut told me that. And I don't let anybody tell me different.
He's all about the cop
And,
gut.
It's just your vision is my vision. Your passion is my passion.
Hey, Sherry.
Like I said earlier, unpassive is what keeps me going. And like you said, we'll do it till we die. I got close. But it's unpassive is life support. And people.
It's something. Monhun says due diligence would be Ash using Florida's sunshine laws and looking into Ron's history. The department Ron worked for is beyond corrupt, and Ron's got some personal entries too.
They're not lying.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I make jabs at why he's not a cop anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not something that I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Sweet God says even cops and lawyers can be under undue influence. Absolutely. Live Good has psychologists and other medical professionals and cops too. Yeah.
Most of the health and wellness MLMs out here have hired doctors, which are unethical doctors that are willing to take paid work to promote a product.
Yeah.
Not to look into it and tell you if it's actually safe and works, but to throw away all of their knowledge and go, no, this is great. It's really, you should use it.
Yeah.
For money.
People just need to realize that where we're going and where you're taking us is just, it's
off a cliff.
Unimaginable.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of doubters out there, because yes, it's too good to be true. And
that's not why.
But we all know it is. So I could rant and rave about you all day long, Ash, but I'm not going to do that.
No, you have better things to talk about. Please don't waste your time. Yeah.
Oh, but I do miss talking to you.
It's like, please go on though.
Of course.
If you want to hear a couple more stories?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here.
All right. Let's
I don't think I'm gonna die in the next 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. If you don't,
I hope so.
You know, if
can you imagine me on the screen?
You have anybody there that can pick you up?
So I'll be alive. Okay. I mean live.
All righty. Let's see. Let's go to one guy that's been here a long time. He always looks like he's in a bar room. But he's been here since I think 2018, I believe. He's one of them speaking guys. So let's go to Mr. Richard Lamont in Canada. Come on down, Richard.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. Ron, nice to see you again. Used to love that Friday Night Live. And Ash, may God bless and take care of you and your family, my friend. We're praying for you.
Thank you.
And you know, I haven't been on webinars for a while because I was kind of down because as a matter of fact, today the kids arrived to move us out, but the owner of the house that we're renting came in and had changed his mind.
Oh, I just want to hug this
He
man.
announced to us that he's leaving our rent as is until January 2025. So we don't have to move out and try and find somewhere in the winter time. So thank you. I have to say thank you to my Lord, my God,
Thank you, God.
and for all the members that have prayed for me and my wife.
It sounds like he's
Prayer
from Quebec.
works. And, you know, you might find this crazy, but last week and the week before,
It's a sketch.
I actually fed people that were looking for food. And today I even gave $100 to somebody that I knew would not have a Christmas. So Ash, I'm trying. Like we said at the beginning, we're going to feed them. We're going to give them a way of catching fish, teaching them how to catch fish. I'm doing the best with what I have. And, you know, God blesses
You're more
anyone
than
who
Ashes.
believes in him. And Ash, those negative people, I'm ashamed of them. I really am ashamed of
Russ.
them that they would do this. But life goes on. Evil will
What
always
did
be
we do
there.
back in the...
Hopefully we can fix a lot of it, but it
Yeah.
will always be there. And may God bless
We
you
hadn't
and
done
your family.
anything
Like I
yet.
And Sweet Goth, I am with you right there about elder abuse, and I see also elder fraud. So that's something that really bothers me about this particular one is elder abuse and elder fraud.
This one definitely preys on elderly people the most because they know the least about technology, and they apparently, as a tech company, they want to find people that don't know technology. That makes perfect sense.
Well, you know, when you have technology that's put together by a couple of mice and, you know, a duck somewhere, and there's some tape and there's some cotton balls and a Q-tip or something, you know, holding it all together. I mean,
Some fax machine.
yeah, yeah, you're going to want somebody who's like, doesn't have a clue.
said,
They don't care either. Like,
and
they'll
those
put
boys are
somebody up in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
yours there. You can send them over to me anytime.
Do you
I'll
have a
just
cage?
enjoy it. I don't need a cage. I got 2 knees.
Oh gosh, Monhun says the guy speaking passed away in July of this year and did
Yeah.
later lose his housing before passing away, all while thinking ONPASSIVE would solve his issues thanks to Ash's broken promises. Good
Mhm.
gravy, Marie.
There's a
Oh,
bunch
that
of
makes me
people.
angry.
They've lost a whole bunch of people in this last year
Yeah, I knew
that
that.
have been really sad cases like this, and all of them were people that were waiting. And this is why it makes me so mad when we have people that say things like, I don't care if it takes another 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, then maybe you shouldn't prey on a bunch of elderly people because it's kind of time sensitive for half of the people in your company.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, stop doing that. It's not fair.
It's abusive.
Remember the old days when Mama used to put you over her knees? But anyway, you know, what I want to say
He
about
has no clue what's
ONPASSIVE,
going on.
I came in August 2018, and God has given us that beautiful heart full of love. And, you know, the more and the more and the more that ONPASSIVE is going, the more that people are finding that love again towards their fellow men, you know, men, women, and children. Ash, when I spoke to you the first day, all I saw was food and shoes and clothing and, you know, water. And I still see it today. My mind has never changed. I
He's
saw
like
your
a male
dream, and I
Sherry.
still see your dream. And I'll tell you one thing. Those naysayers, may lightning strike them, bite them, bite them. But anyway, I love all of
Please
you.
don't bite
I
me.
wish you all a Merry Christmas. I know
I'll
mine is
cry.
going to be beautiful because of the news I had today.
And Chuck, I will say this whole thing about elder fraud, like for this year, the conference, if I'm participating in that, if I have time for it, that's
The
exactly what
MLM
we're talk
conference.
about.
We do a multi-level marketing conference every year where
Yeah.
we discuss the anti-MLM community all gets together to discuss how we're changing like policies and how we're going to go about spreading awareness and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and this is definitely something that I want to bring up with this. And also, Live Good does prey upon people who are older too. And so, I mean, there's a
lot of them now.
A lot of examples from Unpassive of just like going to the webinars. You know, I can get screenshots of that. It's very, very evident, you know, that most people are older.
Sweet Goth brings up a good point that the younger generation is
Yeah.
a lot more savvy when it comes to scams, technology, what to look for, how to do research on if things are legit or not. So there has been a really big shift over the last few years from them preying on young people to them preying on the elderly people.
Yeah. Monhan says, heck, the people who joined in 2018, 2019 have spent approximately 10% of their adult lives waiting for OnPassive to make them wealthy. Fucking shit. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That. Ugh. That's all I
when
have.
this goes to court, it will be going for 8 years.
Yeah. Scary. Okay, I'm going to press play, but I've got to go to the little girl's room. So I'll be back.
But thank you all for the ones that prayed for me. Minu, thank you so much, Minu. I really appreciate what you did. And I love you all, and a big kiss and a big hug to all of you.
Aww.
Thank you, Richard. We appreciate you. Man, there's a couple of people on here that we've been saying a lot of prayers for too. And
yeah, you're a dick, Ron.
Let's see if you can talk a little bit to us. Miss Pat, you want to say something? Come on down.
Thank you, Ron. I am grateful, thankful, and blessed to be here with everyone. Hello, Mr. Ash Mufareh, my brother, my friend. Great to see you again. I want to thank each and everyone around the globe for all the prayers. God is good. Like Chris sent me the message the other day when I told him my oxygen is stable at 94. Yes, I'm still on oxygen, but it's stable, and I'm grateful.
Pat?
I'm sorry I'm in my pajamas tonight, Mr. Ash, but I had my Christmas through FaceTime with my children, and we
You're
were
home,
all
right?
dressed. Yes, I'm at home.
All right, so
that's perfect.
It can be.
But we had our Christmas through FaceTime, as my children haven't been quite caught up to my technology with O Connect yet, but I gave them all a cup tonight, Mr. Ash.
I think it's Pat.
It's a cup of cheer. And I told them to look out for 2024. And this is how I believe with OnPassive always. To the top, to the next cheer, to the next level. Look out, Mr. Ash. I'm coming to see you. Love yous all. Thank you. I'm grateful, thankful, and blessed.
You stay safe and have fun.
Yep.
Miss Pat, we're glad to see you here. You're a lovely lady. God bless you.
Beautiful.
Now we got another guy on here that's taken my suite in the hospital here lately. Mr. Harold Fox. Come on down, Harold. Glad to see you, man. You're looking good, brother.
Well, I'd love to see him, but
Harold, I had to say that.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, Ron, I had to give that bid up. I've been back and forth, And I want to thank you guys for all the prayers. The prayers, oh my God. I looked on Facebook and saw so many blessings from people that I've met here and unpassed. It has truly been a blessing. My heart started palpitating when I saw that I was going to be on the screen. And thanks to
you're
God,
not.
I do have the pacemaker and the defibrillator also. But what happens to me, I have a tendency to drink too much fluids. And that overloads my heart, and that causes me to have congested heart failure. But I'm thankful that I can come back to a family such as you guys and just be blessed. Just be blessed to be here. And Mr. Ash, it was truly a blessing to have a chance to actually speak to you and tell you how much you mean to me. God,
Manu.
I'm getting emotional here. I'll be 75 on my next birthday, and I know
Aw,
God has been good to me.
75.
God has been very good to me. And He's even blessed me even more to be a part of it past.
What did you need O-Connect for
And I
at
just wanna
75?
say, the world is our oyster. I've been here since May of 19. And I've seen this business grow and grow and grow immensely over the years. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm here till I die. And I want to thank you again.
My
That's
man.
enough for me to thank you for letting me share. Thank you, guys.
Harold.
We love you, brother.
Ron, do you see the people are like flocking to you from everywhere?
Hey, how about that?
What is happening?
I love it. I love it. I've missed this so much. I'm telling you.
Wow. How popular are you?
Wow is right.
I was wondering for a while there.
Liz, oh, sensational. Amazing.
Who come up with that name anyways? All righty.
Imported from Canada.
Ash did.
There you go. Let's go to another guy here that I really appreciate that has helped me out now with my graphics and stuff. And he's had some medical problems, but he's back in the groove, I think. He does a lot of great posts, and graphics he does is just awesome. And I wish I knew how to do that. But
You missed a really depressing
how about come on down and talk to us here?
Well, thanks,
Pat
Ron.
came on.
I'll teach you everything you want to know, buddy. It's very easy. It's hard for me to, take compliments for what I do because it's so simple. It really is.
They're not showing half of the people that are speaking.
Anybody what I do. But no, thank you for that. And
I'm going to go do the same thing you did.
You're a huge part of OnPassive, Ron, and we're blessed to have you with us. We really are. I love what you opened with. I completely agree with everything you said. Mr. Ash, it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. What Ron said, I don't know if you caught it or not, but basically I'll sum it up with you giving us the perfect example to follow, the perfect blueprint. I like who we are. I like what we do. I'm honored and blessed to be here. I've never said that about anything I've been a part of. It's great to see Harold and Pat with us tonight. Man, what an answer. God is good.
God is great.
God is great. I've learned a great deal since I've been here. I got a totally new view on life that I didn't even know was possible. Witnessed nothing but continuous growth since I've been here. It hasn't always come at the pace I wanted it to, but I've seen tremendous growth in the company and our people, myself. And most days
Yeah.
I can't even believe I get to be a part of this. One of the things I learned along the way is I learned that I'm my best when I'm kind and I'm considerate and I'm compassionate. Non-passive complements that very well. It gives me a platform to practice all that and to excel at it. I believe ONPASSIVE was created for everyone, so everyone can win. And I ride around on the cloud
Okay, I
today.
really hate it. I really, really hate it how people repeat the mantra about everyone will win, because there's no definition of what is meant by they'll win. What is that? What do you mean by that? And that bugs the stink out of me. It's just like, oh, everyone's going to win. According to whom? Based on what? What does that mean? Well, they all just keep on saying it because, Ash said it, so it must be true.
I wake up with a vigor, a new lease on life. I'm a
No, I mean, they do
62-year-old
parade them.
teenager. And I'm loving every minute of it. I love what I get to see happen around me. I love watching people come in here and realize what we have and see that light bulb go on.
Nothing.
And then they come up to you and hey, do you know? Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I just love it. I've never been happier. And I mean, I don't know, this is a pinnacle for me. I got to a place I never thought I would get to. For that, I have you to thank. For your one decision.
You're proud scamming
told me
people?
a while back, you took 6 months to make that decision. Your wife
Where did we go?
Didn't come easy. Hasn't been easy. And I commend you.
Kind of has.
Commend you for that decision and for including me and for including us.
But why?
The only way I know how to repay that is to jump in line, pick up my bucket, and see what I can add to this stream of life, because we're on fire. This thing is moving at a pace that I call light speed.
Let the motherfucker burn.
Oh my
I've
God.
seen accomplished in the short period of time.
For me, it's moving at a pace slower than a snail.
They're actually
okay.
fast.
Do what?
Snails are actually, they can move pretty fast. This thing's going backwards, actually, at this point. It's in reverse. We've lost the things that we thought we were getting.
And we don't know if we'll ever get them back.
I really don't anymore. I'm starting to think not.
I think that they won't.
Wouldn't you release something by now? Like if you were Ash,
you would think.
Like pretend for a second that you're that man, if you can.
I don't want to.
Like
I thought you were my friend. You're making me pretend that.
Friends don't make friends pretend to be Ash.
Exactly.
But it's like, everyone's waiting at Christmas. So if you had something to release, wouldn't you do it? Like, why would you not do it right now? It's kind of my point. Like,
because
how come they don't ever go, oh, maybe he doesn't have it, and that's why it's not out.
Exactly. And all he has is like, they're working on it. Well, what are they working on? What's the projected timeline? Do you have a project plan?
Right.
Can you share the project plan? Something based in reality, sir. Just wondering.
Something.
But the answer is no. I mean, we'll never get anything like that. We all know that.
But I've been here.
But it's like, Lord obviously doesn't have it right now.
And Chris says, Ash did not recover the database and products after all. He found an older backup of the database, but he has no money to pay anyone to redesign the products.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He did not get, he says like, oh, I recovered all the, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because if you did, you'd have something much fuller in the back office. Because what you have is like a nothing burger, just more nothingness.
It's a skeleton of the back office.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it's a shell.
Yeah.
That's what you got. I mean, big deal.
You got basically, like Chris said, it was just like an old database version that got re-uploaded, but it didn't even have everything properly. It's crap.
Matthew says he's got a bunch of animals on typewriters programming it. So far, they've only managed to write the complete works of Shakespeare. And they've done a good job of that. But in terms of anything else, they just can't.
That doesn't help us with OConnect much.
No. I mean, not that we were all that much of a fan of OConnect, but still, I mean,
this is
people paid for something they don't have it.
Nothing less than incredible. Miraculous. Marty spoke a little bit about the journey, memories. That's the only thing I regret is the time away from ONPASSIVE, because I came in ONPASSIVE in October of 18.
Wait. You regret any time away from ONPASSIVE? Is that what the man just said?
Yeah.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I could understand it if it like was something.
If it did something for you.
Yeah, but they're not doing anything. So like, why?
I'm uncomfortable, but okay.
But ONPASSIVE didn't come into me until sometime in 2020 or
I hate that we
late
can't see
2019,
him.
I think it might have been. I don't know. I'm not real good with the
I
whole
know.
timeline thing, but when ONPASSIVE gets into you, it changes everything. When you finally get, and I don't know if I have the full vision, but I have enough of it to see what we're capable of, to see what we can do together, to see the boundaries disappear, to see the colors fade. Anybody who doesn't want to be a part of this, I have to question your sanity.
We're both like,
I really do.
Well, and sir, I kind of question anybody's sanity for wanting to stay in it. So
yeah, we're the opposite of this.
yeah. This is at this point, I'm like, I need to just bang my head against a brick wall. It's like, I mean, am I dreaming? Is this like a really bad nightmare? Because this is making me uncomfortable.
It's like, Lord, like, what have you gained from being in this other than this weird community of people where hardly anyone
That's
has
what you say,
anything
fake
in common,
friends.
and they're all fake.
That's all you have. Fake
Yeah.
friends. Fake friends. That's it.
Like, yay. Like, I could have given you a bunch of those.
Sure. Oh gosh. Sweet Goss says that she questions her sanity every day. You know,
That's what makes us
mine
think, that we question it.
time I do this. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Salami says you have to pay extra to actually see the guy who was talking.
Don't laugh, because he'll make that thing. He's probably like, hey man, that's a good idea. We're going to do that on the 2.0 version. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my! And then we have
Oh,
this comment
Lord.
from Wired. He missed some of the amazing webinars. Gosh, imagine if you were like in on passive and you went on a holiday for a couple of weeks, and so you weren't around anything, and then you're like, oh, I've got to get caught up, and then you started watching them 24/7. I mean, oh my gosh, that sounds like torture. Ugh, but I just see somebody doing that. Let's see. Russ says it feels like the moment they spend time away from these webinars, they begin to feel withdrawals and the need on passive for their daily fix. Yes, absolutely. Because it is somebody in here said addiction. And yeah, I totally agree. It's like because they have that in the cadence of their life.
And it's repetitive.
And it's something that feels fine.
Everything's so repetitive with it.
Mm-hmm. And that repetitive nature of everything continues to solidify all the beliefs that they already have. And it's creepy.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is. But that's why they'll say when it collapses in a few years, they'll say they don't regret a thing because it wasn't about the money, but about the friends we made along the way.
They're already doing
and then they will lose touch with all those people.
Marty and Chris are already setting that up and have been.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your 95 O coin back and you got to use O Connect and you made a bunch of friends, so it was worth your $97.
Yeah. I'm really bothered by the fact that they, along with Ash, say like the O coins, that was a refund when it's clearly not a refund because O coins have absolutely no value in the world.
I like how it was 95 O coins until I pointed out that everyone paid $97. So they were all shorted 2 O coin. And then it was switched to 97 O coin.
Magically,
yeah.
Huh? Interesting.
It was really weird.
Yep, withdrawals is addiction. Cults are successful if they can feed into your addictive personality. It's why they target gambling addicts and recovering alcoholics as much. Yeah, or anybody who has been in an abusive situation will be drawn to this because it's like a known thing. It's that comfortable uncomfortableness.
Right.
It's familiar.
It's familiar, but it's also, again, like the way that this runs, it feeds into, like you say, people that have that addictive personality. Because you show up every day for something. The whole thing's so repetitive. It feeds your ego. Right? Gives you attention. There's just so much.
And it feeds the need to connect socially
The
to
false
people.
validation that you get. It like there's just so much about it that people that have been in abusive relationships or in addicting situations that they can kind of it reminds them of it, if you will.
They can just replace one addiction for another. Absolutely. Most other MLMs actually have a product to help with that, though, and they have nothing. And that's the thing. It's a nothing. It's a big nothing. Even when they had something, they still had nothing because it never fully functioned the way it was envisioned.
They've never been able to sell it.
Yeah.
They all bought it for themselves, but they never sold anything.
Oh, good morning to you as well. And Joe said, well, it should be a good one. Mrs. Oh, you're talking about the one from that CC dropped a new video. They were letting you know that. Okay. All right. I'll have to watch that sometime, and I'll probably just be horrified.
It's pretty fun.
It's all fake spiritual devotion. Yeah, I mean,
that as well, which AA and NA also do, by the way. So if you're in AA,
Yep.
if you're in NA, I refuse to do it because I'm atheist and there was no way for me to do a program like that without the spirituality at the time that I was doing it, where I was doing it. Allegedly, other places are different. I will say that. But again, very much the same with the faith manipulation and the spiritual devotion and all that. So it's very easy. It would be like going from an AA meeting or an NA meeting into this. And it's very much the same. People come on, they give their testimonials. I was suffering in my life, but then I found this thing. And that's what they do in AA and NA and most recovery programs for anything. Is it's, I was struggling, then this thing I thought helped me, but it fucked me up more. And now I found you guys and I'm fixed. And
same thing with evangelists too. I mean, like Joel Osteen, any of those people, because they always work in. I mean, with his smiling face, and then works in about sending money.
All of it is very much similar sort of themes in it. So it's easy to see how there's some people that will just kind of jump from one to another their whole lives. I'm reading this great book that I'll tell you guys about eventually, and it's basically written by a comedian who's telling the story of how she did that in her life. It's called Sure, I'll Join Your Cult. And she says, like, it started in childhood with her joining, like, these girl groups and stuff. And she explains how all of that had eventually led her into joining MLMs and stuff, and then religious cults, and how it all kind of plays a role because it's all so similar.
Yeah. Monhan says, maybe you gals need to start Ash Factor, another makeup MLM for all the founders to join when ONPASSIVE goes bye-bye. Well, I am working on developing a fragrance for, in the honor of my mother. So that could be our first product. I'm kidding. I would not sell it in an MLM type way. Thank you, Monhan, for that.
But you'd get it worse than Kimberlea did.
Do what? What did she do?
She joined Monet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
After being anti-MLM for like 2 years, and everyone like flipped out. It was a huge thing. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I had forgotten that, obviously, but now, yes.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been years.
That was.
I'm like an elephant.
I've gone on way longer than I planned on. I guess I didn't have anything to say either, but I love y'all. I hope you know it. And I'm going to turn my mic off now, and I'm going to listen to some more greatness, because I tell you what, this has been one of the best webinars I've ever been privileged to be a part of.
Oh, good Lord.
Thank you all.
One of the best ones.
For what you do.
Just the Christmas spirit.
What you continue to do, especially you, sir.
Thank you, Kevin.
All the best to your family. I constantly pray for all of you. You're always in my thoughts.
Sure you do.
Good night.
God bless. Chris Johnson, do you
have... It
is
really bugging me. The person who is in the lower right, I don't know if their webcam is just dirty as fuck or what, but it's like so washed out, and it's just like the contrast, everything about it is like, could you fix that, please?
It looks like my grandma's house when she lived in a small apartment and she used to smoke in the living room.
Maybe that's it.
Boom.
It might be smoke and then the camera's dirty.
Let me see.
Yeah, we have to get one there. That was a boom, Kevin.
Here. Well, I don't know the way to go.
I figured Kevin wanted to talk. I think he's bacheloring it still, so he probably needed something to talk. We love you, Kevin. Oh, yeah.
I questioned that one. No, you don't want to do
that. I love that one, because right now Pam is looking at him and
you're single,
Kevin.
Did you hear any of it? I don't know. I looked up and I'm surprised this computer even works at all. So
I think a woohoo would be good.
There you go. I'm still waiting for Bite Me. But all right. Let's take a cruise. Y'all want to go on a cruise? Let's take a 3-day cruise to the Bahamas and talk to Mr. Raphael St. Germain. Come on down, Raphael. Okay, like we tell you every night, you're muted.
And he's not going to have the right answer anyway, Ryan.
That was too funny.
Wow.
That was
mercy.
weird.
Where'd he go?
That's
He might
the
be
most
refreshing.
I've ever seen Ash laugh.
I see him there. His camera's on.
Raphael.
There he is.
Hey, what's up? Hey guys, Mr. Mufareh, it's a pleasure to see you. I give you thanks for this opportunity to be here and on Passive, and God is good to us. But I don't want to make this about me. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, he is back. Ron 2.0. Ron, I just want to say, brother, the Let's O is fitting for you because you are an overcomer. You've overcome a lot, brother. You've gone a long way. You know, you went through your stages of what you had to go through. You, Harold, Pat, even our brother Kevin. Guys, you're overcomers. You're all overcomers. You know, Mr. Mufareh and our teens, they're overcomers because of what they all go through. So I think that Let's Go is fitting for all of us here. I'm not going to be long. You know, I just want to say that I am.
You know what it means, Raphael?
Go ahead, sir.
The O, what does it stand for?
Well, it's this, for me personally, it's the circle of unpassive, all circle friends, and we're all in this together.
It's
you know,
triple the power.
Exactly.
The O
exactly.
from Ron's name, second letter in his name. O for Orlando. That's where he is.
Oh,
That's
Orlando.
Passive, and it rhymes with let's go.
Who you are.
Let's go, right? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Triple the power.
Triple the power. So, yes, guys, we're all, like I always say, that we're all in a very good place with unpassive, and this year has been a very good year for me. But I'm just going to say to all, Raphael,
it was their best
looking
year.
for more in 2024. Merry Christmas to all. God bless you, and continue to keep it on.
Thank you, Raphael.
That's very nice.
Love you, brother. One day we're going to visit you down there in the Bahamas. And man, this is awesome. I love this. Let's someplace that I've always wanted to go, but never made it yet. And let's go to Thailand and talk to Mr. Casey Zellenberger. Casey, unmute if you can.
Rip Casey.
Just type it in, Casey. No.
Oh, he unmuted and then muted.
You were unmuted, brother. Try it again.
He muted.
Aw.
Just hit the button once, brother. One time. You can do it. There you go. Oh, there you go. Talk, class.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Ron. First of all, thank you for having me here today. It's great to see you back on Ron. I was always on your Friday Night Live, or Saturday morning for me, and I always enjoyed it, and it's really great to have you back again. It's great to see you in full health. I know the issues that you've had. I had similar issues, and that was all resolved fairly quickly. And I'm very happy that you're 100% again, and great to see you on all the shows. I just want to thank everybody here for where we've gone over the last, we'll have been with as a co-founder on the 26th of this month. So I'm very proud, and I thank Ash for everything that he has done. And I'm glad he's here today on your opening of Ron. As you know, I don't normally say too much. I'm always in the background listening in. I think if you listen in, you pick up a lot more than if you talk all the time. But I'm just happy and very grateful to be part of OnPassive. I've been here for 5 years now. I've listened to everything that's been going on. I'm grateful and thankful that I'm part of OnPassive, and looks like there's going to be a very big year coming up in 2024. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, and thank you very much, Ash. I can't see you
He
at the
passed
moment.
away
I know
this
you're
year.
here somewhere.
I've been
You
waiting
are.
for the moment. You or Narelle, how do you say "let's O"? I want to hear you.
Let's what?
Let's O, the show's name.
Oh, let's O.
Let's O. Okay, and Narelle?
Let's O, mate. Let's O, mate.
Let's O with
Thanks,
Oron.
Ash. Thanks for everything you've done for us.
That was really weird. I want to hear how you say "let's O." What's the point of?
I guess because they
That
have
was
the
just so weird.
accent.
It just still is weird to ask.
They do
that.
a lot of like fetishizing accents and different cultures, and like I don't know if they think they're doing like cultural appreciation, but it's not, and it comes off as more seedy to us maybe because we know it's a scam and it's like fake. Like I don't know if that's part of it, but it's always so bizarre how they do things like this.
Yeah, because I've never heard this anywhere else.
Yeah, no one else is ever like, oh, let me hear how you say this in your accent in this kind of way.
I cringe every time I hear "let's O." I mean, I'm with you because my mind goes to, well, let's just say the self-pleasuring device of the robot and "let's O" go together.
The O robot helps out with the "let's O." It's really "let's O" robot.
Yeah. If you know what I mean, it's like, it's just so inappropriate. I just can't help myself. But it's their fault for having these names.
It is.
Thank
Do
you,
you
Ron.
see that? It has another twist in Aussies.
Don't say we have an accent, okay?
No, it is. It has an add-on. It has a flavor. Yeah.
It does.
Oh yeah, we're tropical flavor over here.
Say it.
Exactly.
Let's O.
Oh, okay. And Casey?
Wow.
Let's O.
How
having some
compared to
weird
that, the
competition.
way she said the O, that was creepy as fuck.
Let's O. Like, ew, please stop.
And he's like, oh. It's like, ugh. Why did you have to say that?
Because now they're going to put stress on it and make it sound unnatural. Because,
Worse
you know,
than
when
it
someone
already
puts you on
does.
the spot, they're like, say this thing. So then you like say it weird because you're like, ah.
That's amazing. All right, Eric, you can try. You're scratching your throat.
Eric.
Go ahead.
Let's O.
What are we doing?
All right.
How are we all
Pat,
saying it?
everyone. I want to hear everyone. How do you say it?
Let's O.
Diane?
Yeah, you got to get the Canadian
Just
part
gonna
in there.
take
Let's
turns
O,
now?
eh?
Hey, okay.
And the whole commanding people to do this. It's like dance, monkey, dance, perform for me.
It's so bizarre. And they do,
nobody is saying, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. They're all just willing to be the dancing monkey.
they almost take it as like an honor when he calls upon them. Like it's very, very weird. You wouldn't see that anywhere else.
Sweet Goth says, no, that was Joe. I'm sorry, I was trying to get Sweet Goth. Is unpassive partnering with pure romance. Yeah, we wouldn't want that. It's weird love bombing form, I must admit. And it is. It's just creepy as fuck. That's all I have is just creepy. Mon Hunt says Ash is so busy with his 96 hours of very important meetings daily, yet goes around the horn asking people to say let's oh. Busy, important, rich CEO man.
Right? Every time he's on there, there's like at least half of the time that he speaks we could have done without it. And it's like, yeah, you're so busy that you can ramble for 2 to 3 hours every time that you show up here.
And Russ says Ash asking people to say let's oh, it's no different than asking fans asking the late Arve, and I'm not going to say the last name. It was the guy that was on Fantasy Island saying the plane is totally demeaning. And I agree, it is. It is just like, perform for me right now.
It's another what's the matter with you, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Yep. Or dynamite. It's all of that stuff. It's like, it's inappropriate.
And the actors get really fed up of it.
Yeah.
They don't like it when you do that. This is very performative and weird.
Yeah.
Because also, Let's O isn't even anything. It's just the name of this webinar that they do.
And nobody else other than them is aware of it. It's talk about having no meaning.
Yeah.
Let's O.
Tally ho, let's go.
Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Now we're coming up with mottos.
We've created
Collins, how do you say it?
Let's
say the
O.
name. Let's O. Gladys.
Let's O.
Nina Leva.
I want to hear Eric.
I like how Gladys said it. Lots of confidence. Say it again.
Let's O.
Did you hear that? Like there's a threat in your sound. Like if you didn't like let's you better Okay, go, Gene. Hit it.
There's an echo.
Let's O.
Whoa. Lots of passion.
I love the name.
See how much love you have, Ron?
God, I love it. I love it, bro.
Is that
hey, you know what? You were talking about Gladys. Let's have her come and talk a little bit. Come on down, Gladys.
Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you, Ash, for taking the time to be on with us tonight. And thank you, everyone here. This is a beautiful place to be. First, I begin by thanking God for your life, Ron, to see you back and strong. You look totally new. And I thank you personally. During Friday Night Live, you did provide a platform for me. I spoke there quite a bit, and that helped me to build on my confidence. So I owe a thank you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. One thing that I really like about this kind of meetings, especially the evening meetings after work, is that we come together, we'll sit and relax and share our passion. And having been in ONPASSIVE since 2018, knowing the vision and the mission, this is the environment that Mr. Ash Mufareh laid the foundation for us, and we are building on it. We are growing into it. We are embracing it. Those who choose to embrace it and those who want to delay and wait, they also have a choice. But it's something that I really wish that as many can realize what a special opportunity we have, because we might never have it again. And because we are really going to be able to pursue our passions, to be who we were meant to be. So this is a platform, this is just one of the platforms in ONPASSIVE that is special, that nurtures people. As we saw, the OTech Pros started from Friday Night Live and now who they have become, and I'm sure so many others. So I'm very, very grateful, and I can't wait to see what you are going to do on this platform. I believe you are going to carry the mission and the vision of ONPASSIVE in this platform. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Gladys.
And let's right, Gladys? It really
Yes,
gives it that
let's
sense of
oh.
authority. Yeah. Let's what?
Wow.
Let's
But a positive, like a friendly authority.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
This is just embarrassing.
Gladys,
Chris, why you're quiet tonight? Did you talk?
Now you started. Now you started.
I did talk. I already talked. I'm trying to let other people express themselves, but I think for Let's O, it still hasn't taken me fully yet, but I think because it's Friday, it should be a little more romantic, a little sexy, so it should be considered like Let's O, something like that. Give it a little,
good
little,
Lord.
little more flavor. You know what I mean?
How about one
Something
for the
going
money,
on in Michigan.
two
Like,
for the
okay,
show?
you want something romantic.
Yeah, a
And
little
before
more.
he put that resound that's a little bit questionable. Okay.
I
Okay.
agree, Ash. That one is
Okay.
like,
Something
come on.
going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a candle around you?
No, no candles, only in the kitchen.
Okay.
Hey, Ash. Eric's got something. Say that again, Eric.
Well, I just messed around. It says one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Let's oh.
Oh, stop it.
That sounds
That's
awful.
amazing. Come on, Chris. Let's man.
This is so goofy.
It's just I just it's I gotta grow on it a little bit because me and Marty both keep forgetting that we try to promote it all week, and both of us in the lives kept saying, what is the name? We couldn't remember what it was.
We're gonna repeat it until you remember, yeah. But I really like how Gladys said it. Like if you don't you're gonna be in trouble. Like wow.
Oh, that was great.
I think we all get called somewhere in our lives.
That's great. Wow. What a night. This has been this is awesome.
Can you
So
hear
Chris,
me?
does she sound like a black Russian?
I don't know what a black Russian sounds like.
Chuck, I think you summed it up right there.
Did you just hear that?
No, something about a black Russian. Now, I know there's a black Russian drink, but I don't think that they're referring to a drink.
I never know anymore. Even if they were, I wouldn't believe them.
I'll scoot it back a little bit. So, you know.
I would still be like, this is very inappropriate.
Let's
But a positive, like a friendly authority.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
Gladys,
Chris, why you're quiet tonight? Did you talk?
Now you started. Now you started.
I did talk. I already talked. I'm trying to let other people express themselves, but I think for Let's O, it still hasn't taken me fully yet, but I think because it's Friday, it should be a little more romantic, a little sexy, so it should be considered like Let's O, something like that. Give it a little more flavor. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
How about one?
So he's trying to sexualize it, is what it sounds like.
We don't need it to be sexualized anymore.
No, we don't.
It does it on its own.
Let's oh my gosh, that is yuck. Stop it. Don't do that.
Then we get into Black Russians, and I just... it's too much for my virgin ears.
It doesn't even matter if you don't have virgin ears. It's just too much and so wrong.
I
For the money, in Michigan,
two for the show.
You want something romantic.
Yeah,
And before he put that resound that's a little bit questionable. Okay.
I
Okay.
agree, Ash. That one is
Okay.
like, come
Something
on.
going on. Okay.
Hey, Ash.
Do you have a candle around you?
No, no candles, only in the kitchen.
Okay.
Hey, Ash. Eric's got something. Say that again, Eric.
Well, I just messed around. It says 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Let's oh.
Oh. That's amazing. Come on, Chris. Let's man.
It's just I just it's I gotta grow on it a little bit because me and Marty both keep forgetting that we've tried to promote it all week, and both of us on the lives kept saying, what is the name? We couldn't remember what it was.
We're gonna repeat it until you
Poor
remember.
Angel's
Yeah.
been scarred for life.
But,
She'll never be the same
I
again.
really like how.
What did she say? I took a nap and woke up just glad to see you both online, but I don't know why I needed to come in to Chris sexualizing that in my ears, my soul.
I apologize, Angel.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We've ruined Angel.
Hugs. And Monhun says, not related to this webinar, but this week Chris admitted he needed glasses and finally got them, and then proceeded to admit he couldn't see while driving his RV on the stupid road trip.
He said that before. He also said that when he said that he was going to get his eyes checked by his doctor, and then mentioned that one of the reasons why was because he could not see while driving the RV. And I was like, Chris, that was like 2 months ago. You mean to tell me you were driving that whole time and you couldn't see out of your eyes?
And yet you proceeded to continue to drive?
And then you also stopped taking your insulin because we're just like, we have a death wish now? Or
you put yourself and others at risk?
In harm's way. He's like a daredevil that needs to be stopped.
I mean, that is so irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
And selfish, too.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And he'll only go see the eye doctor.
Oh, that's the only doctor he sees? Because after all, the carnivore, that heals everything. Fucking shit.
Like if you don't you're gonna be in trouble. Like, wow.
Oh, that was great.
I think we all get called somewhere in our lives.
That's great. Wow. What a night. This has been this is awesome.
Can you hear
Chris, does she sound like a black Russian?
I don't know what a black Russian sounds like.
There is none.
Gladys, listen, that's Gladys. Gladys.
My God.
No. Gladys is what I call a very classy lady. Always has something nice to say. Yeah, she giggles at our nastiness sometimes, but she's just a classy lady. So coming out of her mouth, it sounds beautiful.
One of the most positive people you would ever meet.
I'm still
very
confused.
Clean.
But she's hiding.
Full of hearts.
Come up, Gladys. Bring yourself up. We can't see you. All I see is your pinky earphones. There you go.
PJ, maybe.
No,
Like
she
that.
would never come out here in her PJs.
Yeah, she's not
I
like
had
Chris.
my camera on, so I didn't change it from PJs. He's right.
Now say it. Now say it, Gladys. Let's
to get it.
Come on, let's you can do it.
Oh,
Come on,
goodness.
Gladys.
Oh, no. Don't do this now.
Let's
Make it sound perverted.
No, it's just gotta be it's Friday night. Friday nights are like sexy nights, romantic nights, dating nights. So,
Me too, Angel.
Oh yeah, baby. That's right. See?
Thank you, right.
Oh, yeah.
There's only a few he's
Yeah,
got.
Marty, let's hear you say it, Marty.
Chris wants a let's baby.
I'm gonna remove that resound. I'm gonna remove it.
That's even that's baby. Good. It just goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, we're just getting
and more
worse.
inappropriate and more cringy.
Why did we bring up Black Russians though? I feel like I missed something.
I do too.
We all missed it.
But do we really need to know the reality of it?
I I still think it was just inappropriate.
Well, duh. I mean, most everything they're saying is inappropriate.
I was trying to find a point of it so that I could be like, oh, well, it's not that bad. He meant this, but it wasn't there.
Gosh. Look at that shit-eating looking grin on Ash's face right there.
It's so weird. All they're doing is sexualizing Let's O more. It's very bizarre.
Baron's like, oh, the poor SEC intern that has to watch this.
Right?
Angel says he's sexually harassing the women here. Shut up, Chris.
They do it a lot. I'm surprised that Ash said that it was inappropriate briefly. Because it's usually him doing the
egging it on.
The sexualizing.
Yeah.
I like that resound. Oh yeah, baby.
This is a PG platform.
I've heard that before, but it wasn't on a webinar. I can tell you that.
I prefer to have a black mama instead of that one. It's like.
Did he say I prefer to have a black mom?
A black mama, which implies it's not his mother, but his lover.
Really?
So when they go like, I would prefer a black mama. Mama usually means it in a term of like you sexy mama, kind of.
Wow.
Way. Yeah.
Wow.
Not his actual mom. His mama. You know, that's what that was. You're welcome.
It really does go from bad to worse.
I just made it so much worse for you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. It was already awful, but it just went to the next level. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're such a good friend. You know?
Is this why he brought up Black Russians? And to think that this whole night started off with a story about us being in the back of a cop car.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
See? He's all like, oh, yeah.
Chris, what happened to the plastic doll?
I hope he wouldn't do that to his mom.
Don't worry about it.
It's all out of it.
Oh, gosh. Let's O.
They're still going.
Yeah, you can say it a million different ways, though.
That's what's beautiful.
You
Did
choose
you
to
see
say
how
that
the
way.
Australian said?
Well, I'm used to Narelle's voice anyway. She says everything funny, so.
Wait,
Like I
not
said, we
mine.
don't have the accent.
I want to hear Robin say.
People speak.
Yeah, where's Robin?
Right now, she wants to kill me.
Chris, you speak funny.
I do want to hear Robin say it. Come on, Robin.
Yeah, I will get you, Marty.
Oh, God, it's wrong.
Do it.
My God, I felt my soul
Make
leave
it
my
count,
body
Robin. Make
for a
it count.
second.
It's Friday night. Oh.
What about the Let's?
That's French.
Let's O.
See what you started? Yes, Let's O.
Let's O.
Oh.
Do you want a cozy?
Somebody
or do you-
keeps refreshing.
Let's
Who's refreshing?
That's the when people are coming into the attendees, it seems to do that, Ash. You got a lot of people coming in and going, leaving up and down.
No, but I'm talking about the videos. No, it's somebody is refreshing from the co-host.
It's in here because the size is changing.
Ron, you're the host. Just refresh for all of us.
Okay.
Make it hard refresh, like
F5, whatever it is.
Alt.
What? He's the host?
Control F5.
So that will control all of us, Ash, if the main host.
No, but it's the main one.
That better?
It's great. You just kicked Ash off.
Kicked Ash off.
It's a lot more.
No, I refreshed myself.
Oh, okay.
Now it's stable. Like, do you see the difference?
Yeah.
I've had a great experience on
Nobody should refresh. Yeah, keep it like that. Yeah. Okay. We're, I think, on a 6-hour session on multiple sessions, but consecutive in OConnect. And it didn't blink.
Okay.
You want the French O?
French O.
On va O.
Over O.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh Lord.
Do we have any Spanish speakers? How is it in Spanish?
I'll go get Herberto. Let's see. No, there's no
Vámonos.
Spanish on here. What are you doing for Christmas, Ash? Family time? Mother-in-law time?
Yes.
Your favorite?
We will be working. There's some appointments. And on Sunday Eve, obviously, we have, it's not Eve in the morning, with Brett and Jane.
Right. Monday, fun day on the Sunday. Remember that.
Yeah.
Only in UK.
Chris, how can you remember that, but you can't remember let's
It's just because I'm saying that I'm thinking of like 5 other things. That's why.
Yeah, Chris.
You called him right out.
Marty, you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He forgot it today, didn't he, Diane? I had to remind him.
You know.
By the way, Monday, Michael and I still on Monday. Probably the same time. So I'll announce it. I'll post it. We're still doing it the same day.
On Christmas Day?
Well, Julie, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ash,
Thank
have
you
you
for
noticed that since Marty's been working out, climbing the Burj Khalifa, he's getting a little more sassier?
That was incredible. Wow.
Did you see Bill Musk added some words to it?
Yeah.
That
I
was
like
pretty
the
cool.
original. Because sometimes it's meant to focus on the action.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, Chuck.
It was funny. Marty called me, says, "Did you know that was me?" I said, "Marty, your face, as soon as you like turned a little bit, that's the caramel. That's the caramel."
Look how creative. He put it for you. Man, Bill,
See?
you're insane.
He's
Thank you,
fast.
brother.
And I wish I learned how to do all that stuff.
See, Bill Musk is not me. That's the real Bill Musk.
Yeah.
I have people still saying, "We know you're Bill Musk." I'm like, really?
He doesn't say a lot, but
Look,
when he says it,
he's actually brilliant. No, look, I mean the words that he matched with the clip for Marty DeGarmo.
Brilliant.
That was creative. That was clever.
Yeah.
I saw it. And
How
now
is
let's
that creative?
So there's a transition. Okay, so the motion that is this is a jump. Okay, this jump. So there's a slide. There's a glow. He knows in design language. So this transition called jump, glow and jump, glow and jump. Okay. So if you think about it, it is a translation of the word in action, and he just did it on the spot. He is insane. This guy is clever.
The other day, I gave him some words, and within
Bloody
10
smart,
seconds,
as they say in the UK.
he made a song out
He
of it.
was for a
I
sec.
gave him a few funny words I was saying, and he goes, "Listen to this," and he made a little song out of it. It was kind of funny.
Very smart. Yeah, it is creative. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
yes, he is.
But it's so obvious he's doing it in passion. I mean, or with passion, because if he doesn't love it, he wouldn't be.
He's
doing it.
mentioning
He did
transition.
a song for Let's O Ash, but everybody can't hear it for some reason. I don't know what I did wrong.
Let me start, Ron.
Probably like trying to create an OConnect webinar.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe Bill could play it.
Love that, Bill Musk. That's cool.
Bill, can you play the song?
So are they not coding it then?
He's thinking. He's in bed right now, actually, he told me.
Oh.
It's
Probably have to
like
make him a
If
co-host.
they're
on it.
using
2 in
transition.
the morning or 3 in the morning for him right now, but it's all right. He likes it.
Yeah, even earlier. I mean, well, Casey's already daytime, and Narelle, but I got people from Egypt are working with me now.
Hmm.
And for Collins, it's early in the morning.
Yeah, so it's almost 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yeah. All right, my brother, Ron Hulbert. I wish you the very best. Keep it going.
Wow.
All right. And we hope you would have a blessed holiday season. I mean, and kick off the year with lots of energy. You and the family. Love and respect to all of you. Don't die. We need you here. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Ash.
All right. Keep up the good
That's
spirit.
awkward
This
with
is,
Casey
I
over
know
there.
it's giving you vitamins. Really. Yeah, I know that. So I think it's a good idea. Keep it up. You got a lot of people who care for you
Wow.
more than you think. 1,500, and they keep coming right now.
That's because you're on here, sir. We love you.
Listen. We know who they're here for. Okay. Uh, but we're a family, so
Goodness.
and I really hope it will be the year we're all waiting for.
Thank you, Ash. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
You mean
Keep
a lot
kicking.
to me, and you mean a lot to all of us. So you stay healthy, because we need you, and we're dependent on you.
Jesus.
And we're following your footsteps. You are a great leader, and when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
You
What I
want to
love
be
about
just like
O
you?
Connected doesn't have a smell.
This
All
is
right,
the one you choose?
I gotta hear. I just gotta hear the rest of this one. Go ahead.
Now you killed it. You killed it.
Oh man, I had all kind of things going
I'm
through
gonna
my
take
mind.
it
Let me
back.
tell you.
I'm gonna take it back. Yeah.
I knew what you were saying.
Nobody else did, so at least somebody did.
I don't
Ash.
ever make fun of anyone else but myself. So
That's a lie.
That's funny, man. I got all kind of stuff I could play on that one, but I'll let it go.
beautiful.
Very funny.
Okay, it's been great. Thank you so much. God bless you, and stay safe. All right, if you guys, anyone that eat a lot, don't worry, have fun. There will
Great, it's
be
not even a lot.
days that you don't have time to do that. But if anyone drinks, make sure you don't drive. All right, do it safely, responsibly.
If you
We
can't
need you
see, don't
healthy.
drive, Chris.
God bless you. I love you. I'll see you soon, as soon as tomorrow.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Christmas.
Good night. Merry Christmas.
Tomorrow?
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Gary.
Ron.
Merry
Good night,
Christmas.
Ash. Good night, everybody.
Did they do a Christmas
Night,
Day?
everyone.
See you on
Love you all.
Hungarian. This on, Ron. It was a lot
Merry
of fun.
Christmas, everyone.
Thank you
Merry
for
Christmas.
Okay, I feel like it's good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
we don't need to listen to that nonsense.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, just over and over again.
Yeah,
But Ash said something very interesting when he was talking about like the Bill Must videos. And he mentioned that Bill Must uses transitions. And then he said the transition that he used was called jump. And you would only know that if you're a technical person. But that's not true. If you were a technical person, you would understand the coding of that. But if you used an app like Canva or AI, or if you used WordPress, for example, then it would be called a transition called jump. and you would go and look up the transition for the words, like, you know how you do in Canva, and you can do like the editing, animating of the words, and then it would be called jump. You know, Canva has like typewriter, scrapbook, blah, blah. So that's what he's referring to. And I found that kind of interesting because he said that that made Bill Must a very creative person, which I was like, not really. Like doing a word transition on a screen for captions, some of the easiest stuff you could do with video making. Like literally, it's one of the easiest jobs. And if you're using transitions, you're just clicking a couple buttons to put that in there. It's not like you're coding it in to, but Ash should have the brain of a coder, not of someone like me that uses transitions because I make videos and I do art and blah, 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 blah. That's what like those of us that aren't that great at art use. Okay. All right. That's what us normies use to like make things look pretty on the screen and stuff, which is fine. Yeah. But I'm not pretending to sell you any technology that's going to make you creative. So I just found it very interesting that that was the terms that Ash went with and that he found that to be super creative because I'm like, no wonder why these websites have been eyesores. If Ash thinks that the jump transition is fucking creative, that explains everything.
Well, I mean, looking at the thumbnails recently of Marty and Chris, I mean, they are such eyesore. It's like how many things can be coming at me at one time? I'm scared. It's like
they're all AI generated ones too.
They're awful.
They're awful. Bad.
Goodness.
Like I found it very telling that that was what he said and that was how he spoke about doing the word animation.
Yeah.
And everything. Cause I'm like, that's also not like tech terms.
No,
so it also goes to show he knows very little about
video editing. And it's not even video editing using like Adobe Premiere or something, like something
Filmora or right. It's the most basic thing that you could do that all the apps can do. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. So I just find that very fascinating.
Well, it doesn't take much, I guess, to impress.
And again, that's part of the problem, isn't it? Because maybe if he had some higher standards, then we wouldn't be here.
And yet here we are.
You know?
Good gravy. Well, that was interesting.
That was Christmas Eve, you said, right?
I think that was...
Or was that the day before?
It was December 22nd, 2023. Okay.
So they did that webinar and then they announced they wanted to do another one on Christmas Eve then.
Something like that, yeah.
After that, why do you need to do another one on Christmas Eve?
Well, you just need to keep on, getting the people together.
I would feel like I was stealing people's time.
Well, he doesn't care about that.
It's weird.
Doesn't care about that.
Let's do another 5 hours tomorrow where we're all just sit here and talk about how great I am.
Sounds good.
Weird. Fuck.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a night, so to speak. That was fun. It was interesting.
We try to make it as fun as we can.
Yeah. And kind of like scary at the same time and a lot of stuff inappropriate. But then again, when Ash comes on, he's always inappropriate. So that's just expected.
Yeah. I felt like that one though was right up there with some of
that whole the let's thing got really out of hand.
Yeah. And then we went right from that to Black Russians. And I'm still confused.
Yeah, just stay confused because don't try to, unravel that.
It's like, I've been confused for like 3 years covering this.
We're all confused. She's all like, what in the hell is going on? What is he saying? I don't know. This doesn't make sense. And the bizarre thing is, and then the founders, for some reason, that makes sense to them. And then we know it doesn't really make sense to them, that they're just pretending.
See, sometimes I'm like, but maybe they are getting something out of this that I can't see because I don't have whatever rose goggles that these people keep putting on.
No, I'm not going with that. No, they just think they're getting something out of it. Deep in the down, there's nothing.
Because even the community has to not be worth it after a while. I mean, because like, what is the community? It's planning for this company, like, real fun.
Yeah, especially when a whole lot of nothing's been going on for months and months and months and months and months and months and months.
And it's just depressing.
Yeah.
Like, we're often trying to add humor to these things because we're sitting here going, holy crap, this is getting depressing.
Yep, I agree. It is. It's depressing and sad
and nothing has happened. Nothing that Ash promised in that video has come to fruition, and it's 2 years later.
Yeah. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody who participated in the chat. I always appreciate you. And anybody who's lurking. I mean, hey, great. That's great too. Anybody who had to do the catch up, whoop, whoop. And anybody doing the replay, whoop, whoop. For you too. I appreciate you. And hey, I'm sure we'll come up with something else. I mean, there's always stuff. And I do have stuff from the Brobots that I am going to cover.
Awesome.
Yeah. Something like
the Canadian Brobots.
The Canadian Brobots.
They don't like me very much. They copyright strike me every time that my video goes back up about them. But we have a great time going back and forth.
Oh, there's something else. There's something else. They're about to change their training website. I know that. But what we're going to be looking at is something else that they shill. It's another thing that they shill because they have
together.
Yeah, because
they're just going around being the dream team of all
they
the
have
MLMs.
several things that, like, once you join their Enagic thing, it's like that's not the only thing. Well, wait, once you pay for the course and you have the right to sell the course,
it's like $50,000.
Then there's something. Then there's the send out cards, but then there's something beyond that. I mean, there's just so many levels of. Well, and now you can do this, and then
you just have to join 10 MLMs, and then you'll be successful with us. Like,
well, they sell it as that, multiple streams of income.
Yeah, going out of your pocket.
Yeah, going into theirs. Yeah.
Wow.
And what we'll be covering is someone that one of them knew was kind of like a neighbor or something that was a personal trainer, and it's a program just for them, just for the dream team.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So we'll look at that. It'll be kind of like a live dive together because, I haven't gone and found everything, but I do have stuff for us to look at and, just to be aware of and somebody else to be aware of that they're doing something scammy and unethical and they're in bed with the Canadian Brobots.
Oh, of course.
It's always good to find people who are
like them.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather.
Willing to, take money from people and not really give them anything in return. That's always a good thing.
Unethical people.
Yeah. Just love that. Anyway, I'm going to get down on the go-go. We're going to get down on the go-go. So I have my outro, my short little outro. So I'll play. I don't know if
Thank you, everyone. I love all of your faces.
Will it play? Let's
see.
We'll play that.
Up to both of us.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, good night, everybody.